comes too late for many.
In the battlefields of Burundi, 15 years after the civil war began, this tiny nation is still heavily militarized. With a ceasefire they earlier signed in 1930s, government soldiers and rebels of the Forces for National Liberation, FNL, the last of Burundi's rebels, clash on a daily basis. Thousands have been displaced in the past few weeks. Most of them seek shelter in towns like this one, secured by government forces. This woman is one of the displaced, saying she has lost count of the number of times she has had to flee for her life. She pleads for an end to the war.
What are the leaders doing to get us peace? Hurry up and end the conflict. We are dying of hunger by the roadsides.
Civilians are often the victims, as most of the duels take place in their midst. This house, which is in the middle of the conflict area, was burnt when the government soldiers clashed with the rebels. The family that lived here did not get the chance to salvage any of their property. Unlike most of the villagers around, they fled to the nearest town for safety. Neyman Patrice, the owner of the house, has come back to check on her compound and crops. Days after her house was touched, she is still in shock. But relief could be in sight for Burundians. Talks between the government and the rebels are now underway in the capital, Bujumbura. The venue is heavily guarded by African Union peacekeepers. The rebels are seeking a greater say in the military and the country's political affairs.
The government is not serious. It has been playing games. They have now realized that they need to sit down and talk.
We caught up with Burundian President Pierre Nkurunziza as he traversed the countryside, selling his policies to the people. Unlike the rebels, he is hopeful that his country's troubles will soon end.
And what is very important is not the problems. The very important is to resolve them. And we are sure that in a few, we have the hope we are going to make our best to find a solution and must implement the ceasefire quick.
Observers say he will have to give lots of concessions to the rebels before peace is finally realized. He will have to do that, they point out, or else Burundi will have little to rejoice about. Mohamed Ado, Al Jazeera, Bujumbura in Burundi.